All right, so I'm here with Irene. Irene, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. And are you originally from Arizona?
Yes, born and raised.
What part of Arizona?
Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
And are you out here homeless?
Not quite. I'm going house to house, but not quite homeless. But I've been homeless before.
And how was that?
Homeless before?
How was that experience?
A life experiment actually, because I never did those things I did, to the struggle, like to find somewhere to sleep, breaking into hotels and stuff. But that was like 3 years ago, And I got sober for a year, and then I relapsed.
So you were 21 at the time when you were homeless?
20, yeah, 21, 20? Yep.
And how did you end up homeless?
My mom ended up going to prison, and so the house, like my sister, everybody went to go do their own thing, like live with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, and so I stayed in the house still, and so I made it my bando. When the light turned off, I turned the light back on and the water back on, and I stayed there for a couple months. So that's how I got homeless, like my family just all left.
How was your childhood growing up? Did you have both parents?
Yeah, my both parents are addicts, and they're, like, they fuck with the downers, like, the pills. They're always pill heads, and yeah, they put us through some shit, because support their habit. Their habit comes first, like, so yeah, they put us through a lot. Yeah.
Was there any kind of abuse or anything like that? Anything traumatizing when you were growing up?
My mom would talk straight as is. I don't hit my kids. I beat my kids. But she only had to beat us, like, not beat us, but like whoop our ass. Like slap the shit out of us. And she'll slap our face, hit us with the stitchy cord and shit like that. I don't know. I'm not saying that's abusive.
Yeah.
It kind of. I don't know. I guess that's normal to me.
And do you have any substance abuse problems right now?
Yeah.
What do you mess with?
I mess with the blues and smoke a little bit of G and a little bit of weed.
How did you get introduced to all those substances?
First my parents, and then my boyfriend. Actually, I first hit the tray, I OD'd. I died. My first time, that's when my boyfriend barely came to my house to meet my parents. So my boyfriend, he was trying to make me laugh, but I just hit it, and I just put my head down. I fell asleep. That's all I remember. And then my boyfriend, he slapped me, and I didn't wake up. So he goes and calls my parents, like, hey, Irene's not waking up. I think she's ODing. And my parents are getting high in the other room too, So, they come, and my mom has one leg, so she was crawling. I guess she was crawling to me. And then my boyfriend freaking, dragged me to the bathroom and was giving me CPR. Like, he said he did not stop giving me CPR. My mom was crying, trying to hold me on the ground. She takes off my shirt, I don't know why, and she throws water on me, they're trying to bring me back, and they called the ambulance, and the ambulance came. When they came, they said that they grabbed me, my head hit the door, they did not care how they were handling me, and they threw me on the floor in the kitchen, and they gave me a shot, and I didn't come back.
Was it the Narcan?
Yeah, the Narcan, and they gave it to me again, and that's when I came back, and I just remember it was all blurry, and then they're all the lights in my face. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? I see my mom on the floor, so I try to get up, and she goes, what the fuck? And they sat me down, and I know it's like, this is really serious, and I was like, and I remember the last thing I did was I hit the tray, and I was like, oh no, I fucking didn't, and I just kept saying, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry.
So that was your very first time trying the blues?
Yeah, and my shirt was off. I was just in a bra. I was all wet. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, my mom told me to sleep at her that whole night. She held me that whole night. I couldn't get off the bed, even if I tried.
That's crazy. And that experience didn't scare you enough to stop what you were doing? Like, are you still?
No, honestly, because my boyfriend smokes them. So he started smoking in front of me, and I never knew, I didn't mind it, but after it's in your face for so long, that eventually you're gonna try it, and I told him, after I didn't even feel it, I don't remember what happened, that's not fair, I guess. I was like that.
Yeah.
And he said no, but then after a while, he gave in. Yeah.
And how's your boyfriend right now? How's he doing? Is he still on the blues too?
Yeah.
How about your parents?
Yes. And it's I see it, you know, like it gets worse. You know, like my parents are now they're not even homeless, but they're on the streets. Like if they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, you know, she supports her habit by boosting or whatever she does, and yeah.
So you grew up around the addiction all your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't start smoking till I was 17, and I stole my mom's Jeep pipe to go get high with my friends.
Was that your first experience ever doing
G?
like an illegal substance? Was it G?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I smoked weed, marijuana.
Yeah.
But I guess my parents smoked it too, so it was normal to us. It's like smoking a cigarette outside.
Yeah.
We smoked weed in the house, you know, like that's how our family was. And I have one older sister and three one older brother. I'm a twin and a little brother. So there's 5 of us. Out of 5 of us, 2 of them do drugs. You know, like hardcore drugs, and plus my parents. So there's 7. Yeah, only 3 of them don't do drugs.
So 3 are clean and 2 are
2, 3,
what,
plus my parents, so we have 4.
Are they on the blues?
Yes.
Your other, what is it? Your brother or sister?
My older brother, he used to do heroin and meth, but he got locked up, so he's in prison right now. But you know, it sucks when it's your life. It's normal to you. You know, it sucks 'cause, you know, like when I was sober for that year, I experienced like life. I know the other world. You know.
Yeah.
Like, and then I heard my ex-boyfriend used to talk because he was sober, and so tell me like that this is not life. You know, that I could show you so much more, and it's beautiful. Like, so when I was sober the whole year, like, yeah, and it's kind of weird because the other life is like cooking, you know, like cleaning, you know, like waking up, 8 o'clock in the morning, and making, like lunch for your man, whatever, and do errands, like be up in the morning, you know, like I don't sleep in the morning and wake up like around this time, you know, so. And I felt that, and and then when I see my parents, like I stayed away, like, yeah, it's a huge eye changing, you know, when something you're used to, when you're not used to anymore, yeah, it's.
Do you have any kids?
I have one.
What is it, a boy or a girl?
It's a boy. It's Elijah, and he's 4. He stays with my sister right now, and that's a whole nother story I don't want to get into.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just in case I have some younger viewers that are thinking about trying blues or thinking about trying G, what kind of advice would you give them?
You know what? Like, it's so not worth it. Like, don't do it. Like, if you're in high school, like, I wish I, was, focused on high school. Like, life is so much better than this. Trust me, you're not missing out on anything but some felonies or death. That's it. And it sucks, It sucks when you're, like, we say all this stuff, but we can't even take our own advice, like, 'cause we're addicts. That's what addicts do. Like, but don't be an addict. It's not worth it.
Are you planning to get clean or get any type of treatment?
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to detox, and like my parents, my mom wants to go, but like she tells me to wait. She'll say Friday, or like she'll put like so. I know she's not ready. I can't force that on her. You'll know when you're ready. When I don't know. I guess when you actually fucking do it. Instead of think it for days. Like yeah. So I'm getting there.
So you never been a detox though?
No, I never even tried the downers or fentanyl. So and then I hear people talk about it like it sucks. Like that's one, especially you have to go cold turkey when you go to jail. Like I rather, yeah, when you go to jail, you have no choice, so you don't go through it. Like at least here you get help. And every time I start feeling sick or my body's, like the cold sweats or the kicks, I get scared real quick, so I go get high. I don't even try to say let me see if I can stop.
Do you get sick already? Like, do you get the withdrawals?
No, because I guess my boyfriend, he's the plug. So,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, not the plug, but we don't buy a little bit, and then find something in a couple hours. It's more like we have like some lasts us all day with no worries, So when you have that much, like have a lot, you just do a lot, because it's right there. But
So how many of them do you have to do a day so you can feel well?
To have like a normal day for
Yeah.
me, 20 pills.
20?
20 pills.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
And it's
you
all
haven't-
day, all night. Sometimes I don't even sleep. I be up. I fell asleep last night, but I was up for 4 days before that. 4 days.
How did you stay up? Was it because of the G or what?
No. Honestly, it's just fucking stress and the shit I'm going through. Just on my mind. Then you got the drugs there. I don't like. I get high all the time. I don't even feel I'm high. And that's. I don't know. This is not the life, I want at all. Or I don't even feel like myself. I don't even know who I am.
Do you plan on going back to like having a regular life?
Yeah, I do plan that. I don't see me dying or living this life. I do not see me dying and living this life. So.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah. I see myself 5 years out of here. It's not gonna take me 5 years. My thoughts on just quitting is way before that.
That's good, man.
As long as you keep thinking, or just keep it, okay, if you're almost there, getting to it, at least you're trying to get there. Don't stop thinking of stop. Always try. Don't have your mind be like, okay, I got high. Okay, just forget about it. No, it's okay. It's okay to enjoy the high, but think again. I gotta go to rehab. I need to, do what you gotta do, I guess.
When you were out here on the streets homeless, what was one of the most important things that you learned when you were homeless?
You can't trust nobody. Not even your family. Like, I can't trust my mom, but she's an addict, so she does addict things. But, yeah, you can't trust nobody. When you're sober, you could, and then it's weird. When you're sober, you're still living, in the same world, but you trust, you trust it, and you like to have people trust you, or be independent, be there when they need you. But.
All right, Irene. Thank you for the interview. I really do appreciate it. And are you okay with me using this for my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.